Hi everybody, it's me again. Welcome to my channel. A lot of you may know me as Tiff the Green Fairy over on my other channel. Welcome to Mother Kali Guided Messages. This is where I do oracle readings, high vibrational messages from the goddess, that kind of thing. These are meant to be more universal messages, whereas tarot can get very personal and particular sometimes. These are meant to be universal for anyone and everyone who finds them. So, first thing I'm going to do is pull from the Kali Oracle and see what the Mother has for us. Okay, Krishna. I'll look that up in just a second. See if we get another one. Looks like it's just the one. Okay, that's fine. Krishna, let's look him up. Here's what he looks like. Here's what the card looks like anyway. Krishna, Kali as the fire that receives offerings. It is time to deepen your connection to Ma by making offerings and engaging in more ritualistic worship. Okay, cool. So it seems like we have reached a point in our spiritual development collective where we can now incorporate externals like ritual and offering, and they'll actually have meaning. Without the right mindset, these kinds of external devotionals don't really mean anything. It's not about what you're doing that pleases the gods. It's about the mindset that the ritual gets you into. Okay? Ritual serves you, not the gods, right? Ritual helps you formulate your intention and speak your will and helps you focus your energy on communicating with the divine. Okay? So we have finally approached a level in our practice where we can begin to incorporate ritual again. So that's interesting. Let's see. I'm going to pull some inner child healing cards. I got the hiccups. Let's see. Where are we at in our healing as a collective? Wild. Okay, good. So we're embracing our untamed nature. Our nature before we were conditioned by society to fear or loathe certain aspects of ourselves. Or to keep ourselves buttoned up. Okay. Entrapment. Yes, so we're breaking free from karmic bonds that hold us back. Let's get one more. I'm going to just open up and see. Rejection. Okay, so we may also be healing some rejection wounds. I'll go ahead and pull that because that's a good one. Good. So we've embraced our wild, untamed nature, right? Like the nature we had as children. We've freed ourselves from karmic entrapments, and we've healed, or we are healing, our rejection wounds. So I am very proud of us as a collective. We are doing great work. We need to keep it up, okay? Here we go. What do we got for wild? Ooh, understanding mysteries. Good. So yeah, you're not just becoming more of your authentic self. You are possibly encouraging others to do the same. Like, you're not just becoming wild for the sake of it. Like, you're understanding the sacred nature of reality, right? Like, you've pulled back the veil and you've seen the eternal. And we're going to very soon anyway, pull back the veil, see the eternal, and realize it's all divine play. All right, what's entrapment? Protective measures turn dangerous. Okay, yeah, so we were trying to keep ourselves safe, but what we were actually doing was severely limiting our abilities to express ourselves, our abilities to live life fully. Because we were allowing fear, we were making fear-based decisions. But now we've transitioned into making faith-based decisions. Nurture, yep. We're learning to nurture our curious side. Learning that that's where discovery happens, right? That's where discovery and growth happen, is when we nurture our curious side. Okay, rejection. Law, order, okay. Somebody could have rejected you just on principle, like before they even got to know you. Or you may experience this, that people reject you before they even get to know you. Maybe they have preconceived notions about you or something like that. That's on them, not you, baby girl, baby boy, whichever you are. War, great effort. Yeah, okay, so... yeah, you faced a lot of adversity just for being, we in the collective have faced a lot of adversity just for being who we are. Just for not conforming. Let's see if we can get some more insight on this great effort. Floating. Yeah, you take things nurturing and dream. Okay. It's like there's been an attack on our dreamy, intuitive natures. The world doesn't understand dreamy, intuitive people like us. And we didn't understand ourselves for a long time. And we probably fell victim. That's why we had the rejection wound, because we didn't understand. And then we pulled back the veil, realized it's all divine play. We're not the crazy ones. Everybody else is taking this material existence way too seriously. And that's led to healing our rejection wounds. We're not going to be able to please everybody. We're not going to be able to make the world understand us. We don't need to. We're on the side of the divine. We've seen the world for what it truly is. So we no longer live in the shadow of fear, doubt, and conformity. All right, let's see what else we got. Little yin-yang. Growth, summer. Okay. Let's see if we're healing our masculine energy. Completion. Okay. Yeah, so you've completed out a cycle, a karmic, where we are completing karmic cycles this summer because we are outgrowing them. This summer is a period of immense psychical, spiritual, intellectual growth, and we are just outgrowing a lot of our old cycles, a lot of our old connections. It's just time for us to move on to things that are more in line with our spiritual reality. Facade beliefs, yeah, we may be changing our beliefs. Like radically changing our belief systems. Because we just can't, we're not comfortable with pleasant stories anymore. Could also be beliefs about yourself that you've been holding on to, that you realize now aren't true. Earth. Good. Yeah, reconnecting with the sacredness that's within the earth. All right, the earth is still sacred, but there's just, it's also a world of illusion. It's not the only world there is. Chemistry in reverse. So you may be falling out of love. We may be falling out of love with something or someone. We could be falling out of love with the material world ever since you pull back the curtain, you know. Closed off, guarded, resistant. Okay. I think what this is saying is try not to lose your passion. Like, the material world is a training ground, okay? You got to stay engaged with it because it's actually helping your soul elevate, right? It's not just a prison. It's not just an illusion. It's a training ground. Yeah, this is the epiphany that we've had. Like, okay, this is our training ground. This is why we have to stay engaged to make sure that we're learning the lessons we were sent here to learn. Make sure we're fulfilling the purpose we were sent here to fulfill. We can't, yes, we've seen beyond the curtain, but we cannot disengage, okay? These ones are a little tricky, but I'm going to go ahead and pull them. Come on, if they'll come. I'm just shuffling these up. They're a little tricky because they're index cards. So they're a little harder to shuffle. But I'm getting them. One more time. I like to shuffle 3 times. Alright, let's see what we get. I don't take reversals on these. Okay, forgotten. So something that was something or someone that was forgotten is going to resurface. Okay? We'll find out if this is like an aspect of our shadow or what. A forgotten accomplice. Okay. Stay the course. So there's somebody who, this could be a spirit guide. There's somebody who's helping us. Somebody that we think we may have forgotten about. Is this someone in the spiritual or is this someone in the physical? Neptune. Okay, so someone in the spiritual, I think. Villain, it did come out. Okay, yeah. So there's somebody. This may be our dreams. We may be having recurring characters in our dreams, recurring adversaries in our dreams. All right, like if you've ever had dreams where you're fighting against somebody, okay? These villains that we're confronting in our dreams are actually spiritual catalysts that are helping us to ascend and heal what's hiding in our shadows. All right? So if you've been having a lot of adversarial dreams lately, where it seems like you're fighting against something or someone, that's not a negative thing. That is you overcoming elements of your own shadow that you would rather not be dealing with or incorporating. Okay? So embrace these dreams and maybe do some meditation or some journaling and try to figure out what aspect of yourself still needs to be healed and integrated. Okay? And then once you start working on that, those dreams will probably dissipate. Let's see if we can get another one. Karmic. Okay? Something's karmic. Something's meant to teach us a lesson. melancholic. All right. Replacement. So a lot of us may be on a twin flame journey. We may recently have gotten replaced by a karmic. That could have us feeling sad or upset. Alternatively, someone could have replaced you with a karmic and they're now regretting it. All right, let's see if this is like a twin flame thing or what. Prosperity. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of us may be dealing with potential partners who didn't choose us for financial reasons. So our job now is to choose ourselves, right? To learn to love and choose ourselves so that we don't have this rejection wound festering that pops up in our dreams. Okay? All right, let's get one more. These are good messages. Okay, running most definitely wants to come out. Worship. Okay. Fresh start. Okay. So whoever's been running from you, they secretly worship, or whoever's been running from us in the collective, we may be dealing a lot with this. Okay, they secretly worship the ground that we walk on, and they're praying for a fresh start with us. I'm going to leave it there, as far as this deck goes. All right. Let's pull some moon cards. There we go. Oh no, that was off camera. Didn't see that. A win-win outcome is forecast for us. Good, good. So we need to just keep being our beautiful, empowered selves, and everything's going to work out. You and your loved ones are safe. So any big life changes that we may be contemplating in the collective, make sure your decisions are coming from a place of faith, not fear. Okay? Faith over fear, guys. We got this. And lastly, show the world the real you. Yeah. Don't be afraid, because you are probably ahead of your time. You know what I mean? The world wasn't ready for you then. It just wasn't ready for us in the past. Might just be ready for us now, or sometime very soon in the future. Don't be afraid to let your light shine, okay? That's kind of a lot, Spirit. Let's try another one. Thank you. Your dreams need a practical plan. That's the last one I'm going to pull from there. Your dreams need a practical plan. Okay? So if you're a writer, get to writing. If you sing, record some songs. If you are looking for a new job, write down everything that you're good at. Update your resume. Okay? That's what we're being called to do. Don't disengage from the world, because the world is your training ground. It's our training ground. I know it's easy for us to want to just, once we see beyond the veil, to just say, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to take any of this seriously. But it is actually meaningful. Okay? So, the world may be an illusion. It may be the result of a fall, as the Gnostics say. But that doesn't mean that it still isn't sacred. That doesn't mean that there still isn't good work that needs to be done. Okay? And we're here to do it. Alright guys, I'm going to let it go. I hope this helped. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share. If I get up to 50 subscribers, I'll be able to go live on my cell phone, my mobile. So, help me get up to 50 subscribers, okay? Alright, love you all. Bye!